This is CBS.
Live from the News Center, serving Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, Tim Lake, Siani Lee, and John Boleris with our exclusive Earth Watch forecast, News Center 10.
And good afternoon, I'm Janet Zapala.
And I'm Sherry Bank. Tim and Siani are off today.
And our top story this noon, the widening probe into police corruption and the possibility of high-level changes within the Philadelphia Police Department. It has been nothing short of embarrassing for the department. The corruption probe involving the 39th District and at least 6 officers, perhaps many more. In all, it could lead to at least 42 convictions, possibly overturned. Here now the latest officer to come clean, 38-year-old Lewis Mayer, facing charges for planting evidence on drug suspects and for making false arrests. His lawyer says Mayer will plead guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to violate civil rights. Amid all of this turmoil, new concerns at police headquarters today, separate from this corruption probe. And News Center 10's Bill Baldini is live in Center City with more on that part of the story today. Bill.
Good afternoon, Janet. The number 2 man in the Philadelphia Police Department, Chief Inspector Thomas Seaman, is leaving. He's leaving the department for another job at the University of Pennsylvania. He'll be the Chief of Security there. In an exclusive interview with Channel 10 this morning, Mr. Seaman told us why he's leaving. Chief Inspector Thomas Seaman is 48 years old with 27 years on the Philadelphia Police Force. He could have retired 3 years ago, but chose to stay on. His job at Penn will pay between $90,000 and $120,000 a year, which is more than Commissioner Neal's job pays in Philadelphia.
Did the scandals in the police department, or recent scandals, have anything to do with you leaving?
Well, absolutely not. As I said, I've been looking to further my career for quite a while.
As far as you're concerned, this is an opportune time just to change careers.
Oh, absolutely. And as I said, Penn is unique, and it really offers everything that I've been interested in and I've done during my career in the Philadelphia Police Department.
Seaman is well respected and liked within the department, and at one time he was considered for the commissioner's job, but it was given to Richard Neal instead. Once again, Chief Seaman is leaving the Philadelphia Police Department for a job at the University of Pennsylvania. The resignation will take place September the 22nd. Back to you.
Bill, any truth to the rumors that Commissioner Neal may be stepping down?
We've heard those rumors, and I checked them out this morning, and I have it on top authority. Commissioner Neal will not leave the Philadelphia Police Department anytime soon. He's staying right here, and I'll have more on that story tonight.
All right, very good.
We believe you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. But here's a look at the history of what may be the biggest police corruption scandal in Philadelphia history. It began last winter when an investigation into the 39th District in Hunting Park uncovered widespread wrongdoing. 5 officers were indicted, accused of stealing money, planting drugs, and making false arrests. As a result, convictions have been overturned, lawsuits filed, and now more than 1,400 arrests are being reviewed. On the other side of the river, Camden County authorities on the hunt for suspects involved in the brutal stabbing of an elderly woman in her own home. News Center 10's Kim Alvarado live now in Camden with the latest. Kim?
Sherry, you can really feel the pain in this community. Lots of anger, lots of tears, and really visible shock on many of the elderly community members here. This woman was very, very popular, Miss Rose.
So when I went around the corner, I seen all the cops and everything. So they said somebody had stabbed her to death. And I just couldn't believe it. Who could have did it? I mean, she was a nice lady to everybody.
Hazel Wagner is broken up about her longtime friend, Rose Watson. Last night, someone attacked the elderly woman in her kitchen, then beat and stabbed her several times. Mrs. Watson was a well-known fixture in the neighborhood, always propped in her favorite chair outside from sunrise to sunset.
She'd sit out here every day, just, you know, minding her own business, go back and forth to the store here, and I don't know why anybody would ever want to hurt her for any reason whatsoever, but myself, it's a sad thing in the community, believe me, and she's part of it.
Neighbors dealing with the grief. As we speak, some of the family members have arrived from out of state and out of town. making funeral arrangements as far as the police investigation. The Camden County Prosecutor's Office, about half a dozen officers were here this morning picking up on the investigation. They have several leads, but no suspects and no arrests at this point. I'm Kim Alvarado reporting live from Camden. Back to you, Sherry.
Very sad story. Thank you, Kim, for that report.
Other news now, a Delaware County man is arraigned today accused of luring young boys to his apartment for sex. 38-year-old Siarkas Keonjin allegedly gave boys drugs, alcohol, and X-rated videos in return for sex. The police now have filed more than 100 charges against Keonjin. His roommate, Jeffrey Lever, has also been charged in this case.
A plan to use sharpshooters to thin the deer herd in Lower Marion Township has been approved. Deer have been multiplying out of control, eating flowers and shrubs, causing a lot of car accidents. The plan calls for using bait to lure the deer to specific areas, then specifically chosen hunters would shoot them.
This is going to be a very safe operation done. It's not going to be a bunch of guys driving around in pickup trucks with fully automatic firearms and cases of beer driving around shooting up the countryside. It's not that at all.
It's not known when the hunting will begin, especially since groups opposed to the hunt will likely go to court to try to stop it. The O.J. Simpson double murder trial has the day off today. It resumes tomorrow with defense expert Dr. Henry Lee, who yesterday had a dramatic demonstration to show the way blood actually splatters.
Apply.
The jury jumped when Dr. Lee slammed his hand into a puddle of red ink. Lee testified at the crime scene, blood splattered in many directions, indicating a struggle the defense claims O.J. didn't have time for. Lee also testified there were shoe imprints on Ron Goldman's bloody jeans that did not match the Bruno Magli's O.J. was allegedly wearing.
Harry Wu, the Chinese-American who documented abuses in China's prison camps, has been convicted in China of spying and leaking state secrets. Wu was sentenced to 15 years in prison. He'll also be expelled from China. The Chinese court said Wu wrote a confession before the sudden trial, which was not announced in advance. It is not clear if Wu will be forced to serve the sentence before being released.
I remain hopeful that the Chinese government will expel Harry in the near future.
In California, Wu's wife says she learned of that guilty verdict from the U.S. State Department. The harsh sentence is likely to further damage U.S. relations with China. Wu came to the U.S. back in 1985 after spending 19 years in Chinese labor camps for criticizing the Communist Party.
The famous Life magazine photographer Alfred Eisenstat has died. The 97-year-old German-born photographer was best known for his VJ Day picture of a sailor kissing a nurse. The picture, taken on August 14th, 1945, made the cover of Life magazine. Eisenstat died today on Martha's Vineyard, where he was vacationing. Funeral services are underway this noon for State Representative David Richardson. The 43-year-old Richardson died suddenly of a heart attack last week. He had represented his Germantown district for more than 2 decades. News Center 10's John Blunt is outside Zion Baptist Church in North Philadelphia. John?
Sherry, I got to tell you, the turnout here is very remarkable. An overflow crowd of politicians, judges, the mayors here, the sheriff and others, the police commissioner, and just ordinary people who wanted to come pay their respects to David Richardson, who served so many years this district in North Philadelphia.
David Richardson was a man of the people, sent to Harrisburg a dozen different times to represent them in the State House of Representatives. Today, by the thousands, the people came to Zion Baptist Church to mourn and to pay tribute to Richardson, who died of a heart attack at age 47.
He's a fine man, and we're going to miss him. He was a good man, a friend, and a good brother.
He was a fighter from a long time ago, from time of militant time to the time of good time.
And yet he could talk to anybody?
Anybody. You, me, it didn't matter what color, creed, it didn't matter at all.
What astounds many people is the suddenness of Richardson's death. Just last Thursday night, he was out politicking with friends and complained of gas pains. Early Friday morning, he died.
Last night, mourners filed past Richardson's body for hours. He was the man who fought for North Philadelphians in Harrisburg. Among those paying tribute at the memorial service, former Congressman Lucien Blackwell, his wife, City Councilwoman Janie Blackwell, State Senator Hardy Williams, and Governor Tom Ridge.
Now, one note, Richardson introduced more than 2,100 pieces of legislation during his time in Harrisburg. That is a large amount, showing most of that directed for his constituents here. There are reports that Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan will also attend the service. At the end, Richardson's body will be taken to his Germantown district, where he lived for many years, and then the interment will be in Bala Cynwyd. Again, a very large turnout. Services have just gotten underway. Live outside Zion Baptist Church, John Blunt, News Center 10. Sherry, Janet?
A lot of people feeling this loss.
They really do. They really do. The mayor said he was just one of a kind.
Thank you, John. There's still a lot more ahead as we continue right here on News Center 10 at noon today. Products that work for others that may not work at all for senior citizens. A look at product testing on the Seniors Report.
And don't get caught in a tight fit. Coming up, a few hints on how to take the pain out of your footwear. Also coming up.
It's here. Windows 95 comes in with a bang and a mega media campaign.
And John Bolaris is in the Weather Center. Hey, John.
Hey, Sherry. We're going to start you up with a weekend forecast as News Center 10 continues.
FC Kerbeck's one price sale. Your choice of 93 Cadillac Sedan DeVille or 93 Lincoln Town Car. It's your choice, just $14,990. You pay just $295 a month with just $45 down. Yes, Frank Kerbeck is giving instant credit and immediate delivery to just about anybody with $45 down. We're talking about loaded luxury vehicles with a balance of 4 years, 50,000-mile factory warranty on 93 Cadillac Sedan DeVille or 93 Lincoln Town Car. You pay just $295 a month with $45 down. Right now, only at FC Kerbeck, Route 73, Palmyra, New Jersey.
Heather Locklear's new man.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Will he cause temperatures to rise even higher on set? Find out on Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Channel 10.
Underneath the skin you see is the skin you want. Watch it emerge with Estee Lauder's remarkable Fruition, our exclusive triple fruit acid complex that can give you up to 60% increase in clarity, up to 40% improvement in texture, up to 37% in smoothness. Fruition from Estee Lauder.
Travel in style with this 9-piece gift. Yours free with any 1650 Estee Lauder purchase. Through September 2nd at all Strawbridge and Clothier stores.
From London to Limerick, the newest wave in home computers has arrived, Windows 95. After years of talk and the biggest hype ever, Windows 95 is on sale now. What makes this notable, it's the first major revision of the program that runs about 80% of computers worldwide. But some critics say other programs are as good or better, and they're telling people to buy Windows later after the bugs are worked out. Microsoft founder Bill Gates says that's okay with him.
If people wait, that'd be too bad, but understand Microsoft is very conservative. If they choose to wait till they get a new machine, fine. We'll just keep on making Windows better and better.
And if you're one of those who just can't wait, Windows 95 can be yours for about $90 to $100.
And speaking of business, product testing, a way for manufacturers to find out what works and what doesn't. There are so many products we see daily that we take a lot of them for granted, but many older people may find it difficult to use some of those products. In today's Seniors Report, News Center 10's Gene Crane reports on a place where products are tested specifically for seniors.
Can openers, scissors, medical devices, vegetable peelers. Our homes are filled with products, devices, and tools we take for granted.
As we grow older and our bodies and our needs change, we need to know what really works for us in our homes, in our kitchens, in our bathrooms, so that we have good, effective products.
So AARP gathered experts in product design, mechanical engineers, occupational therapists, and some consumers here in Washington, D.C., to evaluate some everyday and not so everyday products for their usability, for their durability, and for preparation and maintenance.
How easy is it to plug the product in, or to put batteries into the case, to get it ready to use? Then after you've been using it, how easy is it to clean it up?
All important questions for consumers, especially older people who may not enjoy the dexterity they once had. It's to be hoped that testing like this will lead manufacturers to understand that they must address all Americans in their designs, including older Americans. Gene Crane, News Center 10.
And we have quite the story coming up next on News Center 10. New wrinkle tape. It might be your answer to tighter skin without the facelift.
And the exclusive Earthwatch finds this weather is, of course, wonderful, but we need some rain. The news continues.
It's going on now. It only happens once a year. It's Ford's factory-authorized clearance at your Quality Plus Ford dealer with the year's best deals on America's best-selling cars and trucks. Now you can get $2,000 cash back on Ford Taurus, or for $195 a month you can drive a Ford Contour. Save on every Ford in stock. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today and get $2,000 cash back on Taurus or drive Contour for just $195 a month.
When I get gas, I feel like this, painfully bloated. That's why I use Gas-X.
Gas-X has the most powerful medicine to fight gas faster than antacids.
So I feel like me again.
Painful gas needs the power of Gas-X.
When I get gas, I feel like this, painfully bloated. That's why I use Gas-X.
Gas-X has the most powerful medicine to fight gas faster than antacids.
So I feel like me again.
Painful gas needs the power of Gas-X.
It's revolutionary. A bathroom tissue made to work wet or dry. Quilted Northern Wet or Dry. Soft, cushiony, quilted for comfort, and specially designed to hold up to water. So unlike other bathroom tissues, Quilted Northern Wet or Dry won't fall apart even if used wet. Quilted Northern Wet or Dry.
News Center 10 Earthwatch, sponsored by the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
Your advertising is your voice in the marketplace. Advertise in the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages, and your voice reaches more customers. A bigger ad gives you a bigger voice. A color ad gives your voice more impact. But if you don't have an ad, it's like having no voice at all. 9 out of 10 use it, and they're all ears. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
On today's Cosmetic Clinic, you've heard of wrinkle creams, and now there's wrinkle tape. You may have seen it, infomercials selling a special tape called Years Away. It attaches to 2 sides of your face connected by small elastic bands that stretch out your skin and your wrinkles too. The idea isn't really new, but it is more accessible.
Some people who are desperate for some improvement in their appearance and really can't afford cosmetic surgery, and perhaps it might be of value to them.
That's wrinkle tape. Now, here's what else is new from the Cosmetic Clinic.
If you spend a lot of time outside, your hair has certainly been dried out and damaged this summer, so try this for hair repair. Put moisturizer in your wet hair and leave it in a half hour before washing it out. Also, use a conditioner with panthenol. It fills in cracks in your hair and makes it more shiny. If hay fever is making your eyes look red and puffy, look to your kitchen for relief. Tea bags can reduce the puffiness, burning, and itching. Just steep 2 tea bags for 5 minutes, freeze them, then put them on your eyes. And it's almost time to turn in your summer sandals for cooler weather footwear. But experts say, remember, no shoe size is forever. Even those with the tiniest tootsies will find their feet grow wider as they age, by at least 2 sizes. What fools people is that their heel size stays the same. They don't realize the front of their foot has grown wider and longer.
So to cope before buying new fall shoes, have both feet measured, and then don't try to jam your size 9s into a tinier size 7, which some of us try to do.
Oh, never.
Oh, yes.
Never. You know, a guy who never puts his foot in his mouth. John Belair is here today with our beautiful weather, but of course we do need some wet stuff.
Yeah, we do, John, so?
Yeah, we do need the wet stuff. Not talking about mousse in the hair or anything like that. We need rain, and we don't see any real rain in sight. Really, right through the weekend. I know that's good. You say, hey, great weekend, but we can get rain during the week, and nice weekends, then it'll be all right. But for now, we need rain, and I don't see any. 86 degrees, humidity 46%, pressure falling. Winds, weather fans, out of the hot, humid direction. Southwest at 10. Sunny skies go up to 90 today, and then whoosh, go back into the 80s tomorrow. All right, let's take a look what we have. It's a summer breeze out there, kind of a strong west wind out ahead of a cold front. Cold front just slipped on through Scranton, and that cold front will be going through the Delaware Valley around 3 this afternoon. Pocono's 81 degrees, Allentown 84, everyone in the 80s with a stiff breeze blowing out of the west. The tropics very active today. We have a tropical depression off the African coastline. that may take on the name Karen over the next 48 hours, Umberto. Now the winds have cranked up to 100 miles per hour in Umberto. Well, watch Umberto still 5, 6, 7 days away at least from the U.S. mainland. Same with Iris. Winds remain at 80 miles per hour. And, of course, Tropical Storm Jerry downgraded to a tropical depression, but may become reborn again in the Gulf of Mexico during the day tomorrow as he emerges back that way. Okay, there's Jerry, Iris over there. We put them into motion, spinning away. Lots of rain down in the deep south. There's Iris. And this is just a disturbance. Don't have to worry about that. Close up on now Jerry over land, but will emerge into the Gulf of Mexico. And once Jerry gets back into the warm waters, Jerry may re-intensify into, once again, a tropical storm late tonight or during the day tomorrow. Tons of rain down that way. Watch it on radar spinning around with the remains of Jerry down in the deep south, getting 6, 8, up to 10 inches of rain in some locations down that way. We need some of it, but it's not coming this way. Earth watch jet flyby. There's Umberto just entering the weather picture. There's Iris and the remains of Jerry, and a disturbance in the Caribbean will fly down into it. Right now, we don't have to really worry. Again, I have to stress about Iris or Umberto over the next several days. We do not know which way they're going to go. They're far away, and we have not decided, or the computers have not decided, and so it's just too close to call. But if you're heading down into the Caribbean, you have to pay close attention to Umberto and Iris. Canadian high moving in tonight. Tomorrow back into the 80s with low humidity, golden sunshine. And if you're heading down the shore today, it's a beautiful day for it. Forecast for today, sunny skies, but on the hot side, 90. Tonight, clear turning cooler, 60 town, 51 in the burbs. Tomorrow, golden sunshine, low humidity to finish off the work week, a humdinger of a day, 83. And here we go through the week. Saturday, no rain in sight. A beautiful day, though, sunny skies. And then Sunday, no rain in sight. Nice day, about 88. Monday, getting close to 90 once again. Then Tuesday, cold front, maybe a shower, thunderstorm. We need the rain. And then next week looks nice, too. So we just have to keep an eye on the tropics and look for some rain.
You sound like Mr. Rogers, a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I like him sometimes.
Thank you, John. And much more still ahead right here on News Center 10 at noon. The Phillies, good news for them. They are back on the winning track. Sports is next.
Buick LeSabre. It's long been America's best-selling full-size sedan. But now, here's something you didn't know. Now, get $1,500 cash off. $1,500 off LeSabre, the American family car. With plus 6-passenger comfort, the power of a 3800 V6. LeSabre's loaded with a long list of great standard features. Now, get $1,500 off Buick quality. $1,500 off LeSabre. Now, wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
Recently, we at the Blues met the challenge of the 90s when the Norristown School District employees went all blue with personal choice.
The Blues really came through for the district, saving us almost $2.5 million, money we put into the classroom. The Blues went all out and provided us with the personal choice network that includes most of their doctors and hospitals. No wonder other school districts are following our lead with personal choice. All blue means everybody wins.
Isn't it time to find out how personal choice can help your organization lean on all blue?
Take a good look through new Transitions comfort lenses. The new lightweight plastic prescription lenses with a special tint that lightens and darkens as the light changes. The only lightweight plastic lenses that darken and lighten just like that. It's comfort you can see day or night, inside or outside. Ask for new Transitions comfort lenses and see for yourself. They're right in any light.
I'm looking for some new shoes to replace these.
The Sports Authority has athletic footwear.
Well, we've got running shoes.
All your favorite brand names for every sport imaginable. Check out the huge selection of men's and women's footwear from Avia. Avia's new advanced cantilever system gives correct cushioning and super support no matter how far you run or how hard you play. All at everyday low prices.
Now these feel great.
What do you want me to do with these?
Burn them.
The Sports Authority. You've never seen anything quite like it.
And coming up tonight, right here on News Center 10 at 5 and at 6 o'clock, Los Angeles Police Detective Mark Furman says he needs money now, and he's asking for your help. Medicine that's meant to help can hurt if not taken properly. The government says you're not getting enough information, and it's now proposing major changes at the pharmacy. Find out what you should expect.
I insist that you taste it.
You insist?
I insist.
I'm Steve Levy, and coming up a restaurant where the food's really good and the customers are really pushing.
I insist.
guy with the best job in broadcasting. It's all coming up tonight right here on News Center 10 beginning at 5.
Oh, that's Steve. In sports, it's the final tune-up tonight for the Eagles before the start of their '95 season. Tonight's preseason game has the Birds kicking off against the Steelers in Pittsburgh. The Eagles will be without the services of defensive lineman Red Hall. He may be lost for the entire season with multiple blood clots in his lungs. The report on Phillies pitcher Curt Schilling a bit more promising. He had surgery yesterday to repair a bone spur on his shoulder. The good news is his rotator cuff is not torn, and he will likely be ready for spring training next season.
And Sherry, on the field, meantime, the Phillies' bats were alive and swinging last night out at the vet. Pitcher Tyler Green got some action, blasting a home run to center field, capping a huge 7-run first inning. Defensively, Green went just 1 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. In the 5th, Jim Eisenreich hit a pinch hit grand slam to right center, and the Phillies go on to win a slugfest 12-8. And it's now over for the boys from Toms River, New Jersey in the Little League World Series. 2 home runs by Yorba Linda, California left Toms River down by 4 early. And check out this play, a home run robber by Yorba Linda outfielder David Nicholson. Yorba Linda now facing Spring, Texas for the American Championship. The winner takes on the international champs. And we'll be right back.
FC Kerbeck's one price sale. Your choice of 93 Cadillac Sedan DeVille or 93 Lincoln Town Car. It's your choice, just $14,990. You pay just $295 a month with just $45 down. Yes, Frank Kerbeck is giving instant credit and immediate delivery to just about anybody with $45 down. We're talking about loaded luxury vehicles with a balance of 4 years, 50,000-mile factory warranty on 93 Cadillac Sedan DeVille or 93 Lincoln Town Car. You pay just $295 a month with $45 down. Right now, only at FC Kerbeck, Route 73, Palmyra, New Jersey.
What my kids don't outgrow, washing just wears out.
A message from CBS.
You're washing the same clothes over and over and over again. Their things just come out all worn and faded.
Discover Tide at CVS. It helps keep cottons looking like new. Look what happens to clothes washed in regular detergent. But with Tide, clothes stay looking more like new. There's less fuzzing that makes cottons look faded.
Well, she'll still outgrow her clothes, but at least they'll look great on our little sister.
Tide helps keep cottons looking like new. At CVS.
You are so beautiful to me. Baby So Beautiful looks just like your baby, from her stunning eyes to her precious little smile. And everyone knows the most beautiful baby in the world is your baby. You are so beautiful to me. Baby So Beautiful dolls from Playmates. Who could make cotton underwear as sexy, as sensual, as sleek, smooth, and soft as Victoria's Secret? Nobody. Victoria's Secret cotton underwear. Nothing sexier. Victoria's Secret for every day and every night.
It's the new standard in health coverage. Keystone Health Plan New Jersey and Delaware Valley HMO are now AmeriHealth. It's a health plan with lots of choices you can afford and service that treats you like family. So take good care of yourself, New Jersey and Delaware. Join AmeriHealth.
Janet and I agree this is a very strange story, an exchange of bats at the Franklin Institute.
There were wooden bats and living bats. Phillies President Bill Giles presented the Franklin Institute with a Louisville Slugger in exchange for a bat puppet. The Phillies are sponsoring the Science Museum's exhibit of Egyptian fruit bats called Masters of the Night, which apparently has been a big hit with Franklin Institute visitors.
They are interesting creatures.
Yeah, definitely.
That wraps up News Center 10 at noon. For Janet Zapala, John Valeris, for Tim and Ciani, who are off, I'm Sherry Banks.
Thank you for watching News Center 10 at noon. We'll see you back here beginning at 5.
If you see news, call 1-800-TIP-WCAU.
I believe we live in an